At number 79 on the Iconic 100 list is the 1990 Score Bo Jackson card. And here to talk to us about it today is Jeff Hart. He's known as Patriot_sports cards on Instagram. Jeff, I know you've got a great, well-rounded view of basketball and 80s, 90s football and baseball, but you've got a really good sense of really a lot of our hobby. When you think about this particular card with Bo with the bat behind him and the pads on, what do you think about card number 79 on the list?
Well, I'll tell you, I just go right back to when I was about 8 years old, and I just think about pulling this in packs. It was a chase card. Also, my parents bought me an entire big block set of 90s Score, and for Christmas, those are my presents. And opening that up and then finding this as one of the cards. So it just really, I think combining baseball and football as well kind of melds that together. And as I've grown older, I've appreciated it more now than I used to. Just thinking about the, that it's black and white, and yeah, it is a little bit overproduced, but at the same time, it's from the junk wax area, not surprising. So it's just, to me, it's an iconic card.
As you talk about it, and you talk about it being from the junk wax era, the thing that's clear to me, and that this card really sort of emphasizes, is that iconic does not mean valuable. Iconic does not mean pricey. In some cases, they go hand in hand, but there are cases like this one where you have an image that really represents a whole era. There's this card, there's the Griffey rookie, there's a few Jordans, and there's a few cards in football, but this is really one of the cards of the era, and it's one of those that people know a lot about. This is a card that you're paying single digits, double digits for at this point, but still, it made the Iconic 100 list. As I think about that, I wonder, why do you think this is a card that has kind of stuck in our hearts and minds the way that it has 32 years later?
Yeah, I think it's what I mentioned before. It's taking culturally, you're taking multiple sports and combining that together. And we just remember Bo Jackson as just an incredible athlete, and being able to kind of look back and just see, a lot of his cards from the 80s. I think when people want Bo Jackson cards, this is what they think of when they were younger. And I'm like, I want to own a copy of this card. And so to me, it just kind of has that intangible feel to it of, nostalgia. And I think that kind of really makes this card.
Yeah, I think that's really well said. I think the other thing that I would just add is that whenever we see things in the hobby that are really different, they're really unique, sometimes those are the things that we remember the most, because the stuff that's done over and over again, it sort of all blends together. Maybe we'll remember the first of a new type of thing, but this card is different. It's super recognizable. I'd also like to highlight in our preparation for looking at this card, we noted that Bo Jackson has a couple other cards from 1990 Score. Again, the Bo Jackson 1990 scorecard coming in at number 79 on the Iconic 100 list. I'd like to thank Jeff for taking the time today. Tomorrow we'll be back with another guest for card number 78 on the list. And until tomorrow, happy collecting.